Are you ready for this? Oh, the latest in badminton COVID fashion. We don't have to wear masks outdoors really anymore, but we still have to wear it like in the subways and in the stores, and the government has said probably for another year. So might as well get a cool mask, right? Show off my badminton love. Hey guys, I'm Badminton Becky, an American living and playing badminton in China. Please hit the subscribe button and follow along as I talk about all things badminton and try to be a top player in my city. Okay, today I want to talk about being a front court player because I think maybe some people don't know the struggles that us front court players have. Obviously, I specialize, or I prefer, mixed doubles. So, you know, I'm kind of the default front court player. But this isn't just like mixed doubles player thing. This is, you know, any sort of like competitive men's doubles, women's doubles team, or if you have a longtime partner, chances are one of you is better at the front and one of you is better at the back. So I think like half of you will be able to understand these struggles, and the other half of you, maybe you'll learn something about us front court players. I'm just gonna warn you, I'm doing this, I'm like making this video like between breaks when I'm playing, so I'm just gonna get redder and redder, and my hair is just gonna get crazier and crazier. So please excuse the disgusting sweatiness. Okay, the first thing that you learn, and everybody learns this, is the front court player gets hit a lot. We get hit from our opponents and we get hit from our partner. I'm kind of under the belief that, you know, after you get to a certain level, if you get hit by your opponents and you're in the front and they really just like net smash you, it's kind of your fault because you should have seen it coming. I mean, it still happens, you know, not every time's your fault, but a lot of the times you can see it happening. You know what's coming and you should get out of the way. Front court players, we just kind of accept that, and I don't get mad at anybody for hitting me, you know, either in the forehead or on the butt. It's just part of playing the front. Also because like the front court player has to be ready to get hit in the face. When I started, I was actually really scared of getting hit in the face. So if there was like, if I saw it coming, I would flinch or I would put my arm in front of my eyes to protect my precious eyes. And my coach used to always get mad at me. And he said to me, if you have time to throw up your arm in front of your face, you have time to throw up your racket. And if you throw up your racket, at the very least, you have a chance that it'll accidentally hit your racket, and the racket will protect your face. So that was like a really good lesson, but you know, easier said than done. So actually what he had to do was he had to train me out of it, train me from being scared. So he told me to put the racket in front of my face, and he just kept whipping shuttles at me. He just kept hitting shuttles into my racket, and I was, you know, flinching like crazy. But it worked. It taught me not to be scared, that, you know, as long as I get my racket up, my face is protected. Every now and then you might get an accidental shot, or it's just like reflex, you know? You just put it up and then push, and you don't even know, but it goes over. Another thing that's really important that all, you know, whenever you're in the front, I mean, obviously you know this, don't look back because you're likely to get hit and it can be in the eye or something. So because you're not looking back, you don't know what your partner's doing behind you. The most common thing is like outs. You don't know if a shot is in or out. And you can assume, you know, based on how the shot was hit and where it's going, you can assume that it's going to be out. just because you assume it's going out doesn't mean your partner assumes it. So you always in the front, you always have to be ready for your partner to hit every shot. And therefore, like, we don't know what goes on behind us because we are focused, looking forward, and we don't know what's going on behind us. So I'm always asking, is it out? Is it out? Is it out? Because I never know if a shot is in or out. If my partner didn't hit it because my partner just missed it, or if it's because it's out. So like whenever I'm like, you know, crouched and ready at the front and the shuttle doesn't come and I see my opponents relax, I'm always like, was it out? Was it out? I ask that 100 times a game. Stuff that happens behind us. We don't know the dumb shots that our partners try and miss. Like, I hate in a game when the shot goes behind you, you're in the front focused, and then suddenly everybody laughs but you, and you turn around and maybe like your partner's racket's on the floor or something, but you don't know what happens because you didn't get to see it. So I hate missing the really funny things that happen behind me. But I do enjoy when, you know, it's like your opponents give you a beautiful lift and you're in like offensive position because, you know, your partner's going to smash it or drop it. And then you hear a big swoosh and then pink of the shuttle falling. I love the sound of just hearing your partner totally mistime the shot. That always cracks me up. I think the most dangerous part of being a front court player is like improper rotation. Maybe this happens a little bit more in mixed doubles, but you know, in general, in doubles, the front court player controls the movement. So it's especially problematic, like when the person in the front goes back to get a shuttle and they're like, you know, if it's me, I'm looking up at the shuttle and I'm not, my peripheral vision maybe can't see my partner. So if my partner goes for it too, we're gonna crash into each other and we're gonna, you know, at the very least break a racket, at the very most break a head. I really don't like, especially when you have like a new partner, or for me, like maybe someone that doesn't play mixed doubles or doesn't understand mixed doubles, the backcourt player has to give. Even if the backcourt player's like in a better position, the front court player doesn't know, they can't see their backcourt player. Or even, you know, if the front court player is doing something wrong, just because it's better to like lose a point than break a racket or a head. In some games, I've had to keep my eye on my partner much more than I've had to keep my eye on the shuttle. We're always picking up that darn shuttle. You know, whoever's closest to the out shuttle, whether they hit it or not, should pick it up, just to be polite. And in the front, there's a large chance it hit the net. And that's what ended the point. So if you're in the front, you always got to kind of hustle and pick it up and give it to your partner, or take it, or give it to your opponents or whatever. So I feel like front court players pick up the shuttle a lot more than back court players. I mean, not like it's such a hardship. I'm just pointing it out. And us front court players, sometimes we just got to get out of the way. And there's nowhere for us to go because we still got to stay in the front. But so we just go down. That's always like a funny time when you're just down and you're like, when am I going to pop up? It's like I was just in the rain or something, and I still have like another hour and a half. But I love playing the front court. I hated it when I started. I'm naturally slow and strong. I am not fast and quick, and I don't have a lot of control naturally. But, you know, through a lot of training with my coach and, you know, I'm sure years of frustration from my partners, I've learned to like really love the front of the court, and now my front of the court is much better and faster, and and stronger than my back of the court. So I love being a front court player, but there are some things that some of you that don't play the front that often, you might not know. Try not to hit us, but you know, if you got a good net shot, take it. Don't worry. I never worry about my opponent. If I got a good net shot, I'm coming. Ha ha ha. Okay, gonna go play. So be kind to your front court partner. Okay, see you guys next time on the court. Bye.